What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Double Dribble. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about a guard that has recently been moving up draft boards and getting higher and higher in the most recent mock drafts as this NBA pre-draft process has been continuing on. Before we get into the video, I just want to quickly say if you're a fan of basketball, whether it be high school, college, or the NBA, make sure to hit the subscribe button, join the conversation. We love interacting with you guys in the comments. Make sure you share it with your friend, hit the like button on this video, and let's get right into it. So today we're going to be talking about Miles McBride, or Deuce McBride, as that's kind of his nickname, and that's how I'll be referring to him as today is Deuce McBride. That's just pretty much what everyone calls him, but his real name is Miles McBride. So Deuce is a sophomore from West Virginia. Getting into a little bit of background on his stats, he averaged 15.8 points per game, 3.9 rebounds, and 4.9 assists in his sophomore season. He shot 43% from the field and 41.4% from three on 3.8 attempts per game. He shot 81% from the free throw line. Only had 1.8 turnovers per game to his 4.9 assists. And he also brought in about 2 steals a game at 1.9 average throughout the whole season. So Deuce McBride, I honestly hadn't seen him a lot on recent mock drafts or mock drafts early in this pre-draft process. However, I was going through some mock drafts on NBC Sports. They have him listed or going at the 23rd spot to the Houston Rockets via the Trailblazers. And this was the first time I'd seen him, especially in the first round on a mock draft, and I thought it was pretty interesting. They talk about how he has risen up on a bunch of draft boards as this process or pre-draft process has going on. Several of his class top players were his responsibility guarding them. Talk about how he's a lockdown guard. He put up great stats in college, and he's going to have to be one of those players that sees action right away in the NBA through his defense. Given my thoughts on his game. Offensively, obviously, he can shoot the ball, he can score at pretty much all 3 levels. He's kind of a combo guard. He can play a little bit of the point guard, shooting guard, can catch, shoot off the ball, can play with the ball in his hands. He can really do a lot of things offensively. I think I forgot to mention, but he's 6'2", 200 pounds, so he's not overly big. I wouldn't say he's undersized necessarily. Maybe just a little bit, but it's not a huge thing where he's like 5'11", 6 foot, 6'2", 200 for a point guard. Isn't the end of the world, but it would help if he was a little bit taller, a little bit bigger. But like I said, offensively, he can score at all 3 levels. He can get to the hoop. He's sneaky athletic. He's got some dunks that he's had in college that I was not expecting, or watch his highlights. I wasn't thinking he was going to punch it, and then all of a sudden he comes out of nowhere and punches one through. So he can get to the rim. He's got mid-range pull-up. If he's coming off a screen or chase him, he can pull up with the big drops. He can shoot the 3 ball. Like I said, he shot 41.4% from the 3-point line on 3.8 attempts, so almost 4 attempts a game. And he's shooting it at almost 42%. Like I said, he can really score at all 3 levels. He can even pass the ball too. I mean, he has 4.9 assists per game to only 1.8 turnovers. That's really good for a point guard. It means he's distributing the ball at a high rate and not turning the ball over. So that's really all you can ask for. Averaging 16 points a game, 43% from the field overall. I think he's a really sound player. Doesn't try to do too much. Doesn't try to get too cute with it. He kind of just gets to his spots and makes shots and makes the right reads that he needs to when he does get to those spots. So I really am a fan of his offensive game. I think he's, like I said, just really simple, but he is exciting to watch at the same time, and just doesn't really try to do too much out there on the court. Now getting to defense, that side of the ball, that is where a lot of scouts and people are saying that that's where he's gonna find his way onto the court right away in the NBA. I talk about how he's a lockdown defender. In college, he always guarded his opponent's best player, best guard player, obviously that is. They say that he can really lock people up. He guarded people like Jared Butler, Cade Cunningham, different players like that are also in this draft. He had a guard that was his responsibility in games, and he did a pretty good job on all of them. I mean, he averaged 1.9 steals per game. Obviously steals isn't everything, but to average two steals a game is very solid, especially your point guard that's only 6'2", to be able to guard all these top players, get deflections, get steals. That's super impressive. So I agree with everyone that on the defensive side, he can lock some players up, and that's how he's gonna see the court here right away in the NBA. To go along with that, I mean, his offensive game, like I said, just getting to his spots, knocking down threes, mid-range pull-ups, getting to the rim, just making all the right reads, and if he's doing that and locking the other team's, good guards, good perimeter players up, and really I don't see why he wouldn't see the floor. So, do I think that Deuce McBride is a first-round overall pick? I do, honestly. I don't see why a team wouldn't take him at the end of the first round. The 23rd pick to the Houston Rockets. I think that's not a bad pick at all for them. I don't think there's a lot of many players behind him that I would take before him. Like I said, I'm a fan of his game. Like I said, he just doesn't do too much. Makes the right reads. Can be that point guard off the bench, come in there, handle the ball. Can play the shooting guard. Can play off ball. Like I said, he can do a lot of things. You don't really have to worry too much about him or what he's going to produce or what he's going to do. He's going to make the right decisions, not really turn the ball over, and he's going to make shots. So, really, I'm a fan of Deuce McBride's game. I hope he gets drafted in the first round, because I think he is a first-round draft pick. Let me know in the comment section down below, though, your guys' thoughts. Do you think he's a first round, or should he go early second round? What are your guys' thoughts on his game? Just everything like that. Leave that all in the comment section down below. We'd love to hear from you guys. Make sure to hit the subscribe button on this video. Share it with your friends. We'd love to get as much interaction from you guys as we can in this video. So share it with your friends. Let them know about our channel. Like I said, hit the like button on this video. Hit the subscribe button. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.